Salut les amis, soyez là. Bienvenue encore une fois sur Spoken French. Hi everyone, welcome once more to Spoken French. It's your Chapin Trebolero here. Y sí, amigos, desde Guatemala. That's right, my friends from Guatemala City. So today we're gonna be working on how to say to the in French. In English, we just say to da and da 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 da. But in French, we have o. You pronounce o. A space la ala, then al, and then o with the x, right? So we're gonna learn. Singular with consonant, singular with a vowel followed by vowels. Then we're gonna learn singular with masculine followed by a consonant or masculine sound that begins with an H and or begins with a vowel but it is masculine, and then finally the plural. Okay, let's begin. Number one. And I did put the explanation there so you don't get lost. Okay, so you pronounce it O. So where does that come from? Well, it comes from in between parentheses a plus lo. Like instead of saying numero un, je vais à le supermarché, which I mean, if you say it that way, anyone who speaks French will understand you. They may say, oh, you mean au supermarché, because, that's how it is said nowadays. So all French was à le supermarché, and then à le supermarché became au marché, that's it. Je vais au marché. I'm going to the supermarket. Je vais au marché. Numéro 2, il travaille au bureau. Instead of saying il travaille à le bureau, il travaille au bureau. Il travaille au bureau. Je travaille au bureau. You could say it for your own too, right? Je travaille au bureau. Tu travailles au bureau. Il travaille au bureau. Il travaille au bureau. He works at the office. Okay. Let's do numéro 3. On dîne au restaurant ce soir. On dîne au restaurant ce soir. We were having dinner. So at the restaurant au restaurant. Instead of saying à le restaurant, au restaurant, Ada. Okay, on dîne au restaurant ce soir. And people may say, on dîne au resto ce soir. On dîne au resto ce soir. Just make it short. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, we're gonna do now feminine. Feminine. So, a means to plus la, da, to, da, whatever, right? A la, quelle que soit la chose. Okay, a la, feminine singular. Elle est à la maison. She's at home, okay? Now, in English, we don't say at the home. But if you only speak English, you probably heard a lot of Spanish and French-speaking people saying, I'm going to be at the home. Yeah, because we usually translate it, right? The way we say it in French and English. Of course, in English, you only say at home, right? So, elle est à la maison. She's at home. Elle est à la maison. Numéro 2, elle est à la maison. Numéro 1, elle est à la maison. Elle est à la maison. Okay. Numéro 2, Je pense à la solution. I think about the solution. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another thing, right? Can replace about in this case. Yeah. Je pense à la solution. Is there a word to say about in French? Yes, there is one that could be, close to about. But remember, this is French, so you have to learn it the way the French mind works. And you have to say, je pense à la solution. Well, I'm from Guatemala. I live in Guatemala, so I do speak Spanish. And in Spanish, the Spanish brain works pretty much the same as the French brain. So to us, in Spanish also, it is a la. We pronounce it solution, a la solution. And in French, a la solution. Je pense à la solution. Je pense à la solution. There's a slight difference there on the ending. Je pense à la solution. I'm thinking about the solution. Excusez-moi. Numéro 3. On arrive à la gare. Okay, à la gare, at the train station, la gare. À la gare, at the train station. On arrive, we're arriving, we arrive. Numéro 2. Je pense à la solution. Je pense à la solution. Je pense à la solution. 3. On arrive à la gare. On arrive à la gare. Okay, let's do the same thing. But now, before a vowel or silent H, let me show you. So, if the next word begins with a vowel or silent H, we cannot say Allah because that So what we do is we just, omit the A, and we, insert the apostrophe. So we say numero A, il est, and then here you could make the liaison. You could say il est. Sorry. You could say il est à l'école, or you could say il est à l'école. Il est à l'école all at once, just like one stream of sound. Il est, you pause, il est à l'école. Or you could say il est à l'école, il est à l'école. Why? Because, a called school, he's at school. School begins with a vowel sound, right? A vowel letter. With a vowel. That's what I meant to say. Okay, numero 2. Numero 2. Laissez-moi changer quelque chose ici. Ok, je parle à l'infirmière. To the nurse. I am speaking to the nurse. I speak to the nurse. Je parle à l'infirmière. Je parle à l'infirmière. I am speaking to the nurse. I speak to the nurse. Okay. Je parle à l'infirmière. Je parle à l'infirmière. Numéro 3. Elle pense à l'avenir. L'avenir means the future. Elle pense, she thinks, or she's thinking about the future. Elle pense à l'avenir. Elle pense à l'avenir. She's thinking about the future. Elle pense à l'avenir. Okay, now let's do the plural, because we do have to use plural. So like numero A, the first one, United States. So United States, let me show you United States clearly so you can see it. Give me 1 second. Okay, United States, it's already plural, right? So in English, you said to the, you don't make the, the preposition to and the article the plural, no, because in English we don't do that, right? But in French, yes, like in Spanish too. In Spanish, you have to make it plural, and then you also make plural the noun. That's the way it is in Spanish and French. Numero un, on va, we go, we are going. Remember that in French there is no ing, so you only speak in present. In Spanish there is ing, right? So that form, we're close to the English language in Spanish because we have the ing in Spanish, but in French they don't have it. On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. Okay, on va au, and then you could say au États-Unis, but really here you really have to make the liaison. So the aux États, you have to make it, you have to join it. On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. That's the most natural way to join it, right? On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. On va aux États-Unis. Aux États-Unis. All right, all at once. Okay, numéro deux. Il parle aux enfants. They talk to the children. Il parle aux enfants. Il parle aux enfants. Il parle. So you pronounce parle just like you would pronounce it for you, like je parle aux enfants. But in this case, il parle aux enfants. Okay, they talk to the children. Okay. Numéro 3, je pense aux conséquences. Je pense aux conséquences. I'm thinking about the consequences. Okay, je pense aux conséquences. Je pense aux conséquences. Alright, well, continue to practice. Don't forget to subscribe. Continue à pratiquer. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner. Good luck. Bonne chance.